I'm a 41-year-old husband and father who's lost over 60 pounds in the last year. I began triathlon training this summer, and now I'm going all in for my first full Ironman in Houston in April 2026. Join me in the journey, and let's see if we can do this together.
3 takeaways from our second week of training. I'm 2 weeks into a 10-week build because even though Houston is the goal in April next year, I still have the Florida 70.3 December race that's coming. And so I'm 2 weeks into a build to get ready for that. Chat has got some aggressive targets for me. It thinks that I can do this half Ironman in roughly 5 hours. And so this 10-week program is building towards achieving those targets. Over the course of this week, we did 3 swim, 5 bike, and 4 run sessions, totaling a little over 12 hours. That doesn't include a lot of the weightlifting that I do on and off camera. So we're looking at roughly about a 13-hour week this week. In terms of my progress, based on my results from the workouts this week, chat still thinks that I'm on target to hit a 35, 37-minute swim time. The bike is looking a little dicier. It thinks that I'm roughly 85 to 90% ready, but my blow up on the Saturday workout is something that we need to figure out. And then running seems to be the best thing that I'm doing. I continue to get faster, continue to increase my paces week over week. And so running seems to be going really well. 3 takeaways from this week. First is nothing is easy. This is totally different than my first triathlon. Before it was just go out and do 6 miles, go out and do 10 miles, go out and bike 50 miles. Every single workout that I do, it's got a pace target. It's got a time target. Chat is absolutely pushing me to the max every single workout. And this is definitely a different experience. I hope it works. I hope it works out. But man, there's no easy go out and run 6 miles, casually type of thing. Everything I am absolutely pushing. And all of these structured workouts, chat's got me doing the hardest part at the end. So I'm negative splitting everything. So whether it's my swimming, I swim the fastest at the end of the workout. If it's the biking, I have to bike at the most power, at the most strain at the end of the workout. Same for the run. If you saw today on my long run, the fastest miles I need to do are the last miles in the workout. And so it's really hard and is not what I'm used to, but we're getting it done. Takeaway number 2, swimming is hard. I'm getting better at the running. My bike is kind of staying the same, but man, I just don't feel like I'm making that much of an improvement in my swimming. With these new paces that chat has me doing, I feel like I'm VO2 maxing almost every workout, just trying to keep up. I really need a wetsuit, quite frankly. I think in Florida, it's going to be wetsuit legal. So I think that's going to help me out a ton because I'm a big guy. I'm 6'5", pretty muscular. My buoyancy is not there. Swimming is really hard. Takeaway number 3 is that my body is really unpredictable. I don't know if this happens at all ages. I don't know if it's about, kind of the journey that I've been on the last year, but I really feel day to day, my body performs well sometimes and then doesn't perform well other times. And I really have no rhyme or reason on why it does. I mean, even today, my legs felt trashed for the long run. My recovery scores for Whoop and Garmin weren't great. And yet I was able to go out and perform really well, my best ever for a run. So yeah, I don't know if it's my age. I don't know if it's anything I'm doing, but it seems almost like a crapshoot day to day on what's happening. So that's week 3 in the books. Tomorrow we travel for work. So we're going to have a bit of a different week. This is the reality of doing this training while, holding a full-time job, married, kids, family responsibilities. You got to figure out a way to make this training work around your schedule. So we got some work travel and we're going to fit in some workouts as we go through that. See ya.